Hello and welcome to another Be Connected education segment here. Tonight you are here with Stuart George, the CEO and founder of CKP Creative. He is renowned for his expertise using technology to solve complex problems and improve business operations. In addition to having over 20 years of experience in the digital and creative fields, Stuart offers a unique perspective as a qualified and awarded glider pilot and musician. His diverse background allows him to approach digital solutions with creativity and a deep understanding of efficiency. Stuart customizes digital tools like CRMs to streamline processes, improve client interactions, and ensure efficient project management, setting CKP Creative apart in providing innovative and effective digital solutions. Over to you, Stuart.
Well, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. And yes, here's the lovely. It's the new Be Connected World branding. Check that out. So it's all, you notice a little bit of difference here, but everything will be online soon. It's great to have everything nice and refreshed. So tonight I'm going to talk about account-based marketing. Has anybody heard of account-based marketing? Just raise your hands if you've heard that mentioned before. Mark, fantastic. Okay, no worries. Well, look, and look, the marks have it. Thank you very much. So account-based marketing is effectively, it's a strategic approach for targeted business growth, because one of Jay's favorite statements is, I would like to be connected with anyone. Just watch say that if you'd like to raise his eyebrows. They may do that. He may look flushed because it's one of his things that he says, you're not going to work with anybody, you're going to work with. Now let's work this out. So I'd like to know, Sabrina, I'm going to be picking on you just for a second. It's with love, of course. Here we go, because of your excellent choice in movies. So we were just discussing that before. So now here we go. Do you like working with bakers?
No.
Do you like working with cabinet makers?
No.
What about fire jugglers? Because that's,
Oh, now that's interesting. Yes, because I've done it.
You've done it as well. Now you've got an inside knowledge on fire. Let's just say that you wanted to work with fire jugglers. Where do you think you'd find fire jugglers? Where would you have to dig in to actually locate a cluster, a collection, a flame of fire jugglers?
There would be at the circus, but also there would be, I would reach out to people who do, what do you call them? I cannot think of the word, but they work not so much in theater, but they hang out all the lights basically at concerts. And I can't think of the actual name now, but I know I would know it as soon as I would see
Riggers
it.
and professional event organizers.
Yes.
You would be able to contact them. There's actually a professional event organizers association. I've actually been involved with that at one point. But there you go. So very unique aspect of how to uncover where to find a very bespoke, talented person. But let's just say in the room here, we're looking for business owners. Can I have a show of hands? Are you looking to work with business owners? Yes. Okay. Very, very good. Excellent. Fantastic. 2 business owners, according to Mark. So now, so the thing is, if you're looking to work with business owners, where do business owners hang out? Well, look at us here. We're all here as well. But one of the prime locations you can actually go through and find them is, of course, on LinkedIn. So you can actually go through and find them. So now you want to really go through your top clients. So if you had to pick a client that was the best to work with, actually respected you when it comes to value, that actually valued you, that listened to everything you said, and worked in a key industry that has the budget to afford your skills as well. Like, so if you went through your top 3, I'm just going to say so show of hands, who recently, or like I'm going to say recently, over the last 6 months, have you gone through your database of clients and isolated who your favorites are, whether it's by industry or by, fantastic, Lana. Now, can you, Lana, put a hand up first. I'm sorry, everyone. So I need to go with Lana. Lana, what were the aspects of these particular individuals that make you go, I really like working with this type of person? Now, who is it that you work with again, Lana, just to sort of, for everybody out there?
Trades and services.
Fantastic. Excellent. And what were the certain traits that you found with those front runners?
Well, they listened to me for a start. They supported me. They allowed me to give them solutions, and they respected me. They paid me on time. All the things you want in a good client.
Brilliant.
I've had some shockers though in the last 6 months, but those are the ones that I love.
Were those shockers electricians? Just thinking. No, anyway.
A few different
so,
industries, yeah. Just
anyway, yeah. So now here's the thing. I'd now like to. Okay, Desiree, you're right in the middle of my screen, and you've got a mouthful. So I'm going to move on to Gordon. So Gordon, it's the prime time to have dinner. I managed to have mine really quickly and efficiently, but here we go. So Gordon, great to meet you here virtually. I would love to catch up with you to learn more. But Gordon, have you got a top 3 clients, and what are those? What are the aspects? What are the traits? What are the things that make them your favorites? Gordon, hit us. Gordon's using telepathy. I'm going to say, Gordon, would you unmute your mic there? I did pick up on all of that. I'm understanding. Growth focused.
My lips are moving, so I must have been speaking. But yeah, now you can hear me. I used to lecture at Queensland University of Money Management to the medical faculty. So all my initial clients were doctors, dentists, pharmacists, vets, and optometrists when they were first going through university final year. So our first couple of years in business were pretty poor. And we've retained a lot of those clients today where we're now dealing with their kids. And it's really interesting, the interaction I have with them. If I ask them to do something, I don't have to give a whole lot of reasons as to why I want that done. Whereas if I get a new client, generally I've got to sit down and just about beg for them to sign paperwork and do what they have to do to make it work.
Well, that's it. And that's where you dive in and do your fantastic onboarding process to educate them. That's the one.
I've got a good one. It's sign this agreement and shut up and go away until I give you your money back. And I've had a lot of solicitors say, you can't expect anybody to sign this. My answer is, yep, because I don't want a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing and trying to tell me what to do when I've got to deal with half a dozen people at a time.
Instantly refining and qualifying them with a document. Very, very good. So there we go. Okay, so now back to account-based marketing. So basically, focused business strategy, marketing and sales teams need to work together. Now, who in the room has a separate marketing and sales team? Anybody? Happen to? Bit lucky. So here's the thing: if you are your combined marketing and sales team, thank you, lucky stars, because typically they sometimes butt heads. And yes, it's an interesting scenario. So if you are your marketing and sales team combined, fantastic, you're all on the same page. Okay, so it's basically highly personalized marketing, and there needs to be an alignment with the sales and the marketing team, and it's a focus on quality. Remember what we've all been talking about, quality over quantity. So those people that sign that agreement that Gordon said, we've got the people that value your time and, of course, that can afford you and pay you on time and listen to what you're saying. These are the people. So you need to develop a persona or an ideal client profile. Now, we all may have done this. Thank you, Sabrina, in the chat. That's really so the whole thing is to create a persona. You've got to go through and literally do a questionnaire back on yourself and what you like the most. And so you can go through your clients, so vet them all, get a list of all of your top clients. And then what you want to do is actually work out what those traits are, but then also combine that with a persona questionnaire that you need to run on yourself, or speak to somebody in marketing who can perhaps provide one to you as well. So basically, ABM flips traditional marketing by starting with identifying high value accounts first. So, and of course, we're all B2B. So, and this allows you to target larger deals as well. So it matters because you're going to get increased ROI. It's the zero scattergun approach. You're only looking for a select handful of businesses. So we had the pleasure of working with a global business, and their CEO said there's only 41 businesses globally that we would ever want to work with. And out of those, probably only 20. Now that's fantastic if you're at the high end of the game. But as we are all in business here as well, we need to think like the high end of the game. And it may be that a handful of clients could be a game changer for you because they're going to value you. You can spend less time on them, just like the 80-20 rule as well. So we can touch on that a little bit later. But this is the whole thing. You really want to maximize your resources. You really want to enhance the customer relationships that you have already, because you can spend more time on them because you're not talking to everybody, you're talking to specific people. And it gives you better alignment. So your sales and marketing team have a common goal. So those two halves of your personality sitting on your shoulder saying, I should be doing more sales. No, you should be doing more marketing. No. Bring them together and make them sit down and have a meeting and get on the same page. Very, very good indeed. So, okay. Now, so a bit of a framework for this as well. And then I'm going to open the floor to questions as well. So you want to identify your high value accounts, like we're talking about. Go through existing client base and work out who you need to identify, who your prime targets are. It's not anyone ever. It's the right people that value you and in the right industries as well. Okay. Then you want to engage. So you've got to create personalized engagement strategies as well. So connect with them on LinkedIn, start conversations, take the meeting offline, and then you can actually have a fantastic in-depth one-to-one to them and actually get them to know, like, and trust you as well. Now, this should be done in a genuine manner. If you're feeling that you have to put on airs and graces or weird accents, then I tell you what, it's the wrong strategy. Okay, it's got to be genuine and the most abused word of the last 10 years, authentic. But let's take authentic and let's own that. Okay, so now those engaging conversations you must have. So who has a paid level of LinkedIn? Who's running with a paid level of LinkedIn? Fantastic. Who's running on premium and who's running on Sales Navigator? Anybody running? Okay, you're running on premium Sales Navigator. I love it. That's the best one. And yes, it's expensive, but the thing is, you can sift and sort what you can do with that. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, Clayton, tell me how amazing Sales Navigator is compared to good old I can connect with 5 people LinkedIn.
Sales Navigator is awesome. I'm able to create chats with people that it would have been hard to find them. There's also a lot less work to find the people. You can find people in normal LinkedIn, it's just harder.
That's it. Fantastic. And you'd be using InMails, am I correct there, Clayton? Because that allows you to
I've run out of InMails, yes.
InMails. That's it. So InMails, it's a pay-to-play situation. Sometimes people are too far away in the connection chain. We've got a bit of one going up here as well. They've got to be a prime connection for you to be able to connect with them. But with an InMail, you can skip over that and get right to them. Now, so Clayton, do you automatically send them a sales brief and a recent case study and all of your pricing with the first message? Is that what you do, Clayton, or would you prefer a different approach?
I like to start a little chitty chat first. So like my first message is, I think, 3 lines long, just introducing myself and saying hi.
Perfect. Of course, I knew you were going to say that, but that's the thing. You don't now. I'm going to say this is with a P, just for those listening at home. Pitch slap. That's what that's called. If you dive in and say, "Here's all my things, buy everything," no. It's not how it works. That's like going to the next level. You haven't even actually taken them out for a coffee yet, right? So that's the
It's
thing.
like asking someone to marry you when you haven't been on a date yet.
Thank you very much. And then there are many other things you can think of, but this is a PG show. Now, so this is the whole thing. You've really got to take it easy. You don't dive straight in. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous to do this. We've all had these. You can run ads potentially with some of those elements in them. But if you're doing this ABM strategy, which I know that Clayton's doing as well, and very successful at it, it works extremely well. I'll come back to you, Mark. Now, here's the thing, just really, really quickly, here's a quick case study. We've been working with an IT company who did this exact approach. We got to know each other, know, like, and trust. I've been working with them now for almost 5 years, and the amount of business that they've helped us generate is now 5 figures plus. It's ridiculously good because we are the perfect fit for them and they are the perfect fit for us. So that's what's possible with one connection. Okay, so ABM is a fantastic way to go, extremely strategic. And look, if you reach out to me, my information's in the chat, whichever side of the screen you're on. I do have a get up and running with ABM list that you can actually go through, a checklist if you're interested in doing this. So thank you very much. Over to the floor for questions. Thank you very much, Alison.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Mark, go ahead.
More just a supporting statement for what Stuart's saying, but utilising premium. So you can actually see who's viewing your profile, and I get lots of profile views. And you can then just make contact with them via that. You can say, hey, Stuart, I saw you viewed my profile recently. Is there anything I can, help you with? Would you like to have a chat? Nothing, as Stuart correctly said, you haven't even been on a first date yet. You haven't even had a coffee. A lot of mistakes that people make, particularly these alleged experts in social media marketing, they've already tried to sell you their entire package before you even have a conversation. And that's just no, number one. So never try and get people into bed on the first date. It just is, it's not a good idea. You'll lose them, particularly people like me. I'll just switch off. I don't care if they've got the cure for cancer. If they come at me with that first conversation, I'm out. So, but you can use your premium. You can see who's viewed you. You can connect with them and create that relationship first. And then, as Clayton said, a few just introductory lines, and then you can, as you grow that relationship, then you can talk to them about what your services are down the track.
That's it. Perfect. Thank you so much for the support there, Mark. And this is the thing too, premium accounts. There's some of the things. If you haven't tried premium before, look, I tell you what, I'm going to have a look as well. First 2 people to actually message in the chat and message me directly, I actually have I think it's 1 or 2 months free of Sales Navigator, 1 or 2 seats that I'm hopefully I still have available to me, that if you message me in the chat directly, I'll send those on to you as well. So this is the thing, it's really, really cool. And no, I'm not sponsored by LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very, very amazing tool. I just have to make that asterisk mark as well. So Sales Navigator is around about $120 a month when you cross over the line. Be aware, set an alarm the day before. Maybe use a generated credit card so it doesn't bill you straight away. So now the other thing is too, the premium accounts are about $80. It's so close. It's like going and buying. Who buys medium popcorn? Oh no, you buy the large one. It's only 50 cents difference, and that's a topic for another time as well. But price anchoring. Now, who else has a question? Mark, or are you're just waving at me there, Mark? Hi, Mark. So any other questions?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. And I agree. I'm the first to, if I see that instant sales message, coming through my messages, I just delete them. Like, I don't even archive them. I delete them as if they never happened, because I don't know who you are. And yeah, buy me coffee. Thank you again for the education tonight, Stuart.